What's going on, everybody? Joe at the Big Sky Model Workshop. It is that time of the week again. It is time for another What Did You Buy Wednesday. For those of you who are new to my channel, and thank you for joining in, sure appreciate it. What Did You Buy Wednesday is all about stash ads. And it doesn't matter if you got it today, 2 days ago, 2 weeks, 2 months ago. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you bought a bunch of kits or a paintbrush. All stash ads are great. Everybody loves a stash ad. You never know when your stash ad might inspire somebody to grab the same item or start a build, start a project. You just never know. I personally have bought more than a few things based off of you guys' What Did You Buy Wednesdays. Thank you to all of you who continue to post those up and tag me in them. I sure appreciate it. I do make a point of it to get to watch every single one, usually up here on the TV behind me while I'm working away. It's awesome to see this just continue on and everybody just sharing all the cool stuff that they've picked up. So for me, we're going to do something a little fun tonight. I thought I picked up one of my Grail kits. I didn't know it was my Grail kit until I found out that they made such a thing. I eventually will build this into a version of a car that I actually owned a few years ago that never got a chance to finish. But what makes this cool is this particular kit is still sealed in the box. Plastic. So I thought it would be kind of fun for us to dig into a 50-year-old model kit, still sealed in the box, and see what we get. Might be like when Geraldo did Al Capone's safe. We might not find anything cool. Maybe we'll find some tires melted through a top. Maybe we'll find a really, really cool preserved kit. I bought this off of eBay. There was a person selling a complete estate sale. Whole bunch of kits that were sealed. I have 3 more that came from the same seller of different things. If this one goes well, 2 of those 3 are still sealed too. We'll dig into those later on. They're both from the late 70s as well. So I'm going to get this thing turned around really quick and we'll dig in. One shot, one take. Let's hope it works. Be right back. Okay, so here we go. This is the AMT 1975 Matador X. So these cars had a face only their mother could love. I owned a 1974 Matador X. Purchased it out of my local wrecking yard. The owner was a huge AMC fan, would not let those cars go until he decided he was never going to get to it. I managed to purchase the one that I had, and I'll throw a picture of it in the end of the video here. The day I brought it home, purchased it for $300 less engine and transmission. I gathered rally wheels, the correct steering wheel, everything else I needed. I built a 360 for it. There are 2 things you need to know if you are ever going to try to restore, build, or maintain a Matador coupe from 74 to 77. First thing you need to know is that the windshield is made of unobtainium. There are none available in the entire United States. I went through the AMC forum, Matador forum, you name it. They don't exist. The closest thing I could do was have a polycarbonate version made for $1,000. And mind you, I bought the car for $300. The other thing you cannot get for these cars, which was their Achilles heel, was the hood hinges. As you can imagine, that is one giant heavy hood, and those hood hinges would wear out. I had one had been rated a long time ago. The only other ones he had in that wrecking yard were attached to other Matador coupes, and he would not sell me just one, and rightfully so. He had a thing for these Matador coupes. I think he had 5 of them up there, and I believe 3 still exist. So I bought the car for $300. I built the engine. I had tires, wheels. I had correct rallies. The interior was not in terrible shape at all. It was vineyard burgundy metallic with a white stripe. I ended up giving up on the project when I couldn't find a windshield or hood hinges, and I put it up on Facebook Marketplace, and this is going to be 10 plus years ago. And the funny thing is, I had a guy message me who I thought was a scammer because he was in St. Louis, Missouri, and mind you, I live in central Montana. Lo and behold, that guy showed up that Friday like he said he would, cash in hand and a U-Haul trailer, and he picked up my Matador and took it with him to either restore it or part it. I don't know which. But enough talking. Let's dig in. This can be built stock or custom. We are going to obviously build it stock because that's what I had. So normally I like to cut my plastic along the bottom here, and this box has seen better days, but to heck with it. We're just going to go right across the top here. And dig in. If you guys don't like the sound of crinkling plastic, I'm sorry. We'll pick that up later. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. We got something in there. I don't even want to know what that is. That looks like mold. That must be mold. I don't know. Comment below. I don't know. I've never seen that before. All right. So we have a complete sealed kit. The body actually looks intact. Here, let me back this up. Sorry. The body is intact. Chassis parts and everything are good. Nothing's squished or bent. Not bad. We have a front and a back glass that don't have tire marks in them. Yay! That's awesome. Well, nope, I take that back. There's a little one right there, but I reckon I can probably get that polished out. We'll see, or maybe we'll patina this car a little bit since mine was fresh out of the wrecking yard. We have a chrome tree, front and rear bumpers. The only thing my complaint with AMC rally wheels, the AMT versions, is, man, those are just way too deep. Those things are just stupidly deep dished. I don't know about that. A really nice set of deep dish Kraggers. Looks like we've got headlights, side pipes. Chrome's probably more like stock. It's not that super toy shiny. Not bad. We have instructions. We have side glass. We have one side glass without a tire mark. We have two side glasses, and this one does have a tire burn through, so we are going to have to try to polish that out or maybe duplicate it in some clear plastic sheet. And we have tires. We have some rock hard bias ply. Let me try to get these. Some rock hard bias ply Goodyears. And we've got, strangely, 5 more. These are more Goodyears. 5 of them and 2 axles. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that's mold or what that is. I probably shouldn't be handling it, doing all this crazy stuff. I'm really not sure. But so far, we're not too bad. I bought this taking a leap of faith, hoping that it would be sealed in the bags and we wouldn't have a tire ruin something. And so far, we're good. Here's our instructions to build that AMC V8. Tires and wheels. And an exhaust. You can tell we are from that era. You've got the catalytic converter to throw on there. That was the other problem with these cars. You couldn't really get any performance suspension parts whatsoever. They're such a weird mix of things. I could get a carpet. I could get weather stripping. I could get replacement decals. I could get a lot of the mechanical parts. I just couldn't get hood hinges, and I couldn't get a windshield. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got our decal sheet. So now here's where things are going to kind of suck for me. I need to find somebody somewhere who could duplicate the factory Matador X decals in white. So if you guys know of somebody that can tackle that sort of thing, please hit me up in the comments, because that's what I'm going to need to do. I guess I could try STS and see if he can copy these and make them white. I'm sure these decals have long since had it. They don't look horrible, but they are 50 years old, folks. So there we go. I'll try to shoot everything into frame here. So there you go, guys. That was kind of an interesting little treasure there. We got a 50-year-old kit, not in too bad a shape. Looks like we've got everything we need to build a pretty decent model out of it. I don't know when I'll get to it. I'm going to have to obviously order some paint, find some decals. Maybe I'll get lucky and find a side glass. If any of you guys have a Matador kit, I don't know if the NASCAR kit has the quarter windows. Let me know. I will grab one maybe for that. Maybe I can sand and polish that out. I don't know. I mean, I guess pretty fortunate considering that we didn't have a lot of tire burn through. I was afraid that we were going to have like a giant donut in the roof of this thing or whatever, because I said this thing's been sealed for 50 years. So that was kind of fun. Yeah, no idea what the heck that stuff is on my hands there. Mildew, mold. I probably should go wash my hands. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If you like that, let me know. Like I said, I've got 3 more from the same seller. I got them at a screaming good price. I mean, just obscenely cheap. And we'll open them up and see what's in those 2. The other 3 are MPC kits from the late 70s. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you guys for dropping your What Did You Buy Wednesdays. And like I said, I don't care if you bought a 50-year-old model kit or a 50-cent paintbrush. Post them up, because everybody loves a stash ad, and you just never know what you might find or what you might spark in somebody. So with that, I am going to get out of your hair for this evening. Hope you guys have had a great start to the week. I do hope that your week continues to go well. We got a holiday weekend coming up for a good chunk of us. So until the next one, thanks for stopping by. God bless you, and we'll catch you next time.